Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a quick cake. I got a phone call from a friend of mine that's requesting a quick cake. She wants me to make a cake. I'm not going to have time to do it from scratch because it is now almost 3 o'clock and I have to bring it to her at 5. So I told her it would be, it won't be a cake from scratch, but it will be a delicious cake. So come on in with me and let's make this quick and easy orange juice cake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 4 eggs. It calls this regular, this cake mix, that the Betty Crocker, it calls for 3, but I want it super moist. So I'm going to make it with 4 eggs. And here's my orange juice, the 1 cup of orange juice. And then I'm going to add my yogurt to this. This is what makes this cake different. 1 cup. So, and I'm making this one by hand, not by scratch, by hand. So I could use the mixer. I just don't feel like going through all of that today. So here we go.
Mama.
Hold on. Mama. And this is going to be a bundt cake, you guys. I'm going to add my vanilla. Oh, I have a helper with me. Go ahead, Mandy. Vanilla, almond extract, a tablespoon of each. And then I'm going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/3 teaspoon of ginger. And then I'm also going to be using to the cake mix, I'm going to be adding self-rising flour, which is a 1/2 cup. So that's the reason why this recipe is different, because I rezhuzh it. Yeah, you got to do that, guys. Stir, Mandy, stir. Stir.
That's a bit good.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I know. Go ahead and add your 1/2 cup of oil. There you go. Okay. So my batter is ready, and now I'm just going to grease my bundt pan. Make sure you do it like really well. Get all into the cracks and crevices in this. This is why these cakes are really tricky, but I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to also flour it really well. And then I'll show you guys what it looked like right before I throw it in the oven. If you have oranges, like I said, I didn't know I was making this cake. You can also grate some good, like the zest of an orange right into that, and that would be wonderful as well. Makes it even pungent, more pungent. Okay, you guys, so this is done. My bundt pan. You know what? This is crazy. I didn't preheat my oven. I started to, and then, oh man, you know what I do? Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all right now. A quick thing. Throw that bad boy on high, okay, on broil. Let it come up to like a high temperature, and then it will like, and then you keep it on like for a good like 2 to 3 minutes or so, and then you put it up to 350 minutes. I'm going to just start preparing my pan. Right now I threw it on broil, and then afterwards I'll throw it on to 350. Just pour it in.
Ooh,
yeah, ooh, yeah, mommy. My son had the nerve to just say to me, "Oh, Mom, you making another cake?" Because I made the apple cake yesterday. So he says to me, "Mommy, oh, this cake is for us?" I said, "No, it's not for us." And he says to me, "No, pas tout de suite. Mommy, that's the only time you bake around here anymore, when you baking stuff for other people." So listen, I do bake a lot, you guys, but I do bake for people. Watch out. I tried to slow down because I did notice that my son was gaining weight. That's the honest truth. I don't want to tell him that to hurt his feelings, but as a little boy, I don't want him to be chunky. So you got to be careful with those kind of things. My mother used to bake all kinds of like goodies, like pain patate, pain du riz, all kinds of things growing up, and those were good desserts. Like every other Sunday she would have something. She always had a goodie. She always made something. If it wasn't like peanut brittle, or something like that, there was always something. And I tried to to do that, but I had to slow down. So, you know what? Sometimes it's good to have some goodies around the house for the children. They have fruit snacks and fruit. I told him he could enjoy as much fruit as he can. But as school is about to begin, I'll be making some good oatmeal raisin cookies for him to go to school, and with less sugar, and I make that with applesauce, and I'll show you guys how I make those cookies, and it's so good. I like to bake cookies as when school starts, and not in the summer. So I'm gonna bake this. I'm gonna put my oven up to 350 now, and you see, I'm telling you, it didn't even take 5 minutes. So I'm going to pour the rest of the batter into this pan, into my bundt pan, and then I'm going to throw it in the oven. So give it a little shake, okay? If you want, you can add nuts. If you want, you can add cranberries. I usually add cranberries too sometime when I make it for my family. But I don't want to add anything to this. I'm just making it as simple as possible and quick and easy, because not everybody eat nuts, and some people don't like berries or raisins in their cake. So I'm leaving it as simple as possible. This is going to go into the oven for about an hour, and then we'll come back in an hour. Okay, you guys, so I was thinking about how I was going to top the cake. Was I going to use powdered sugar or what? I have a cup of what I decided to do is I'm going to make an orange ginger rum glaze. I just came up with that. I'm going to see how it comes out. I'll taste it too as we go along to see how I can make it better, since I did use a little bit of powdered ginger. So I have a cup of orange juice in here. I have some ginger, fresh ginger. I cut them up big just because I didn't want to grate it to make it, you know, all in your mouth when you eating cake. I have some rhum vieux labé. It is from Haiti, and it's a special rum. Okay, if you have rhum babankou, you can use that as well. But I chose to use this. It's more of a subtle flavor. It tastes just as good, but rhum babankou is different. I have a. Let me show you on the bottle. This is what the rhum babankou looks like. Okay, but I'm gonna be using this particular one. It's from Haiti, and then I'm gonna add about a half a cup of sugar. Let me start with a half a cup of sugar to see how it comes out, and then I'll add it to go along, because I'm going to thicken it. Let me turn. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to let it simmer just so it could absorb the flavors of the ginger, and then let me add the sugar right now. So I'm going to add half a cup of sugar just to see how it comes out. Okay, so the sugar is in there, and then I'm going to, when this is completely... it's done, it's boiled, I will add the rum at the end, last minute. And I'll add about 2 tablespoons of the rum to it. Okay, so this is just about ready. And what I did, it was just added like a pinch of cinnamon. So you see the colors already changed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I added a teaspoon of butter. And I'm going to turn the fire off. And here's the rum. I'm going to whisk that in real quick. Okay, so I just poured this in here. And then, honestly, you guys, I poured some of this rum babankou, the white one. One blanc. It's almost finished. But I added like less than a tablespoon of that. Okay, shiriata. And this is it. I'm going to let it cool off. I took it out, fished out all of the ginger as much as I could. I'm going to go and get that other piece out too, but it's really hot right now. And then I'm just going to put that on top. It has a nice rich citrusy flavor. It's nice and warm. And so I'm going to pour this over the cake. The cake smells so good. Look at that, you guys. All right, so I'm going to check it as well to see if that's ready, and then we'll see what it looks like in a minute. So you guys, I'm getting ready. I'm going to church, but I just had to tell you guys the glaze tastes so good. And I want to be honest with you guys. I've never made this glaze. I did not go online to check to see how to make this glaze. So, you know what? We're going to see how this works out, how it plays along, but it tastes really good. I threw that pat of butter in it, and it made a difference. So I'm getting ready to go to church. So that's why I really didn't have time to like interact too much on my vlog with you guys. But I hope you enjoy this recipe. The cake, the house smells good. The cake is about to come out the oven. So I'll let you know how it tastes in a minute. Here's the star, guys. So I just went around the edges of my pan and I went around the whole thing, and hopefully when it cools down in a couple more minutes, I'll flip it over. I'll give it some time. I'll give it about 10 minutes before I flip it over, and then I'll pour over my glaze. Okay, you guys, so I took the cake out, and then it's cooling. I left it for a good 10 minutes before I could take it out, and I'm just drizzling this over. Just so, because it is it is like a sugar, I want it'll melt and cool off together with that. I don't want it too sweet. Oh no, you know what I just did? Oh no. Jeez. I didn't put something underneath. Hold on. You see what happened? Don't do that. Oh man, I was supposed to put it on a cake, on a cookie sheet. Oh man, you guys, I left just like a tad bit. Like right before I leave, I'll just put it over it, and that's it. Like I said, a tad bit. It's not a lot, not even a teaspoon. Just like to rejudge. You know how I like to say rejudge. All right, guys. So this is it. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I love you guys so much for coming back over here to my channel to see what I'm doing and what I'm up to. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button and enjoy. God bless. Love you for coming. And I hope that you have been affected. Goodbye, guys.